Good morning, students. Today's class is for BBA third year finance students, and the subject is working capital management, or in short we call it as WCM. We have completed the first class on WCM and also discussed regarding the meaning of working capital. एक बार थोड़ा सा फिर से याद कर लीजिए. यूनिट 1 हम लोग पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं. इन यूनिट 1 we are discussing the working capital management, and in the last class we are discussed the meaning of working capital. In today's class we will discuss the concept of working capital. We will study in a detailed manner the concept of working capital. So, the concept of working capital is broadly classified into two different categories. So the concept of working capital is broadly divided into two categories. Number 1, gross working capital, and number 2, net working capital. But before discussing what is gross working capital and what is net working capital, let's have a close discussion regarding certain aspects of balance sheet. Certain aspects of balance sheet. So, in balance sheet, there are current assets and also there are current liabilities. Now, in simple terms, working capital का मतलब क्या है? जो पहले क्लास में हम लोग पढ़े थे, working capital refers to that amount or that portion of capital which is required for running the day-to-day activities of the business organization. एक बिजनेस को रन करने के लिए जितनी कैपिटल की जरूरत रोज होती है उसे हम वर्किंग कैपिटल कहते हैं. Since working capital is the minimum amount of capital required for running the day-to-day activities of the business, we can also say that वर्किंग कैपिटल इज इक्वल टू करंट एसेट्स माइनस करंट लायबिलिटीज। वर्किंग कैपिटल इज इक्वल टू करंट एसेट्स माइनस करंट लायबिलिटीज। ऐसे हम वर्किंग कैपिटल इन शॉर्ट में कैलकुलेट करते हैं। एक छोटा सा एग्जांपल लेते हैं। when current assets are 500, when current assets are 500, अगर करंट एसेट्स 500 है, करंट लायबिलिटीज है 300, तो वर्किंग कैपिटल कितना बनेगा? 500 माइनस 300, so working capital will be 200, current assets minus current liabilities 500 minus 300. Now suppose current assets increase, the amount of current asset increases, current liability remains the same. Current assets suppose 700, current liabilities suppose 300, so working capital should be 700 minus 300 equals to 400. और एक एग्जांपल लेते हैं। सपोज करंट एसेट्स 600 एंड करंट लायबिलिटीज 300, so definitely the working capital will be 600 minus 300 equals to 300. We are discussing the concept of working capital. हम कहां पे थे? concept पढ़ रहे थे। ध्यान से देखो, concept हम लोग पढ़ रहे थे। concept of working capital we are discussing. Now the first concept, gross concept. Consider the diagram or the chart very carefully. We are discussing the gross working capital. In broad sense, working capital refers to the gross working capital. In simple words, gross working capital means the amount that is so invested in acquiring the current assets of the business. Again repeating, gross working capital refers to that part of capital or the aggregate of total current assets of the company. In the example of also, if we consider only the current asset part, only the current asset part, and we make an addition of the current assets, that is 500, 700, 600, कितना बनता है? 500 plus 700, 1200 plus 600 equal to 5, 7, 12 plus 6, 18. 1800 is the total of current assets. Hence 1800 or rupees 1800 is the amount of gross working capital. So gross working capital क्या होता है? Aggregate या the summation of all the current assets of the company. करंट एसेट्स जब हम टोटल कर लेते हैं तो वो बन गया ग्रॉस वर्किंग कैपिटल। इट इज नथिंग बट ग्रॉस वर्किंग कैपिटल इज द एग्रीगेट ऑफ ऑल द टोटल करंट एसेट्स ऑफ द कंपनी। सो अंडर द फर्स्ट कॉन्सेप्ट दैट इज ग्रॉस वर्किंग कैपिटल means the aggregate of all the current assets of the company. In other words, all the total current liabilities of the business are excluded. Under the gross working capital concept, the other current liabilities, यहाँ पे जो था 300 तीनों केस में, उसको हम कंसिडर नहीं करते हैं। In other words, it excludes all the current liabilities of the company. So it is quite clear that gross working capital means the summation or the addition or the aggregate of all the current assets of the company. Now इस एग्जाम्पल के ऊपर दोबारा थोड़ा गौर करते हैं. मान लो current assets of the company is 400. Current assets of the company is 400 and current liabilities of the company, suppose for example 900. Current assets of the company 400, current liabilities of the company 900. Now working capital कितना होगा? What should be the working capital? 400 minus 900 equal to minus 500. Yes or no? Minus 500 is the amount of working capital. Current assets 400, current liabilities 900. 400 minus 900 equals to minus 500. यही होना चाहिए, लेकिन नहीं. This should not be, because कोई यहाँ पे we are not calculating, but we are not discussing the mathematics, rather than we are discussing the concept of working capital. If we should discuss the mathematics chapter or mathematics subject, then you should tell me, sir, 400 minus 900 equal to, very simple, as you all know, minus 500. No, no way, because this is not mathematics. This is the concept of working capital. No doubt working capital may be positive or negative, but practically speaking, any business with negative working capital cannot able to run its day-to-day activities. Very simple. Again, repeating the sentence. Any business concern may be of a small scale, may be of a medium scale, may be of a large scale, or even a service unit. Not discussing the business part. Even a service sector also with negative amount of working capital as the case here, that is minus 500. अगर नेगेटिव वर्किंग कैपिटल हो रहा है तो कोई भी बिजनेस कंसर्न कभी भी सरवाइव नहीं कर सकता. No business or organization can stand with the amount of negative working capital. No doubt, the working capital may be positive or negative. I absolutely agree with you. But no business organization can afford to survive by considering the negative working capital. How? Let's take one simple example. Friends, in the first class we are discussing the meaning of working capital. What is working capital? Or what is the meaning of working capital? Working capital is refers to, or working capital is that capital which is required for running the day-to-day activities of the business organization. Take one simple example. Suppose you are planning for a tour. No doubt, अभी तो लॉकडाउन चल रहा है, कहीं पे नहीं जा सकते, लेकिन समझ लो सब कुछ आसान है और सब कुछ वैसा ही चल रहा है जैसा पहले था. लॉकडाउन नहीं है. अगर तुम इस समर वेकेशन में कहीं जाने की प्लानिंग कर रहे हो, सो यू आर प्लानिंग फॉर ए टूर ऑफ से मुंबई. नाउ बिफोर मेकिंग द टूर, प्रैक्टिकली you should make one estimation regarding your expenses or regarding the cost of the tour or regarding the budget. भाई हम मुंबई जा रहे हैं, ऐसे होटल में रुकेंगे, इतना हमारा ट्रेन का रिजर्वेशन का खर्चा आएगा, उस होटल में खाएंगे, वहां पे घूमेंगे, शिरडी साई जाएंगे, ये सब वहां पे दूसरी जगह पर भी घूमेंगे. ठीक है. ऐसा करने के बाद सपोज आपका टोटल कॉस्ट ऑफ द टूर बन रहा है फॉर एग्जांपल 20,000. 20,000 रुपए इज द अमाउंट ऑफ कॉस्ट ऑफ द टूर. सो rupees 20,000 is nothing but called as the working capital required for you for making the Mumbai tour to be success. Rupees 20,000 is the minimum amount of working capital required for making the tour. Now coming to our topic, if the working capital is negative, suppose जैसा यहाँ पे था -500, can you make that tour without having any working capital, यहाँ पे तो जीरो भी नहीं, माइनस में आ रहा है, मैं जीरो पे ले आता हूँ। अगर तुम एक भी पैसा नहीं साथ में ले जाओगे या कोई मोबाइल वगैरह नहीं ले जाओगे कोई पेमेंट्स करने के लिए, जो कि ऑनलाइन ऐप के माध्यम से हम लोग कर सकते हैं। मान लो सिंपल सा कीपैड फोन तुम यूज कर रहे हो, कोई ऐप भी तुम्हारा नहीं है उस सब चीजें करने के लिए, ऑनलाइन पेमेंट वगैरह करने के लिए, हाउ यू पीपल विल make the Mumbai tour successful? It is next to impossible. That's why at the very beginning I am telling that working capital, no doubt, may be positive or may be negative. The concept is there, but practically, if the working capital is negative, then it becomes almost impossible for the business concern to make the day-to-day activities possible. Just I have given you the Mumbai tours example. So this is not mathematics that you will tell me, sir, 400 minus 900, current assets 400, current liabilities 900, so 400 minus 900, working capital equal to minus 500. No way it is possible. Working capital should always be positive. Then only the business can run. If at some point, ऐसा नहीं कह रहा हूँ कि working capital negative नहीं हो सकता है, हो भी सकता है। मान लो जिस दिन वर्किंग कैपिटल नेगेटिव हो गया, वो बिजनेस गया। वो बिजनेस अगर बहुत जल्द रिकवरी नहीं कर पाएगा तो दैट बिजनेस में भी वाइंड डाउन, क्लोज हो जाएगा और इट बाउंड टू बी क्लोज इट्स डे टू डे एक्टिविटीज। सो द वर्किंग कैपिटल शुड ऑलवेज बी पॉजिटिव in order to run the day to day activities of the business concern in a very smooth and flexible manner. अब थोड़ा समझ में आ गया ग्रॉस वर्किंग कैपिटल क्या है। नाउ द कांसेप्ट ऑफ नेट वर्किंग कैपिटल। अब आप लोग समझ गए ग्रॉस वर्किंग कैपिटल क्या है, कैसे कैलकुलेट करते हैं, ये सब चीजें। नेट वर्किंग कैपिटल इन नैरो सेंस वर्किंग कैपिटल रिफर्स टू नेट वर्किंग कैपिटल। थोड़ा डिटेल में जान लेते हैं, मैं थोड़ा हटा देता हूं। Net working capital refers to the concept of working capital in the narrow sense. In narrow sense, the working capital refers to the net working capital. Under net working capital, we are calculating the working capital by applying the formula working capital equals to current assets minus current liabilities. Whereas gross working capital में हम लोग क्या कर रहे थे? In gross working capital, we are considering only the current assets of the business organization. But under net working capital, we will consider both current assets as well as the current liabilities. So the net working capital covers both the important aspects of the balance sheet, that is current assets and current liabilities. Both the current assets and current liabilities are considered under net working capital concept of working capital management. And again the same formula, working capital equals to करंट एसेट्स माइनस करंट लायबिलिटीज, शॉर्टकट में लिख लिया क्योंकि पहले एग्जांपल देके डिटेल में बता चुका हूं। करंट एसेट्स माइनस करंट लायबिलिटीज, तो ये तो हो गया दोनों कंसेप्ट के बारे में, ग्रॉस वर्किंग कैपिटल एंड नेट वर्किंग कैपिटल, कंसेप्ट ऑफ वर्किंग कैपिटल मैनेजमेंट। बट I have till now not explained you the components of current assets and the components of current liabilities. Only the two words only I am using, that is current assets and current liabilities. Till now I have not explained what do you mean by current assets and what do you mean by current liabilities, what are the components or what are the elements or what are the items of current assets and what are the items that should come under the current liabilities. So we will discuss in a detailed manner the components or ingredients or constituents or elements or items, whatever you may call, of current assets and current liabilities. वर्किंग कैपिटल को समझने के लिए करंट एसेट्स एंड करंट लायबिलिटीज का समझना बहुत ही जरूरी है, अनलेस अदरवाइज you people don't understand the concept of current assets and the concept of current liabilities, the whole chapter of working capital cannot be properly explained or cannot be properly understood by you. We will discuss first of all the components of current assets. Items, components, elements, constituents of current assets. Remember, बैलेंस शीट जो तुम फर्स्ट ईयर में पढ़े होगी फाइनेंशियल अकाउंटिंग के अंदर, यू हैव ऑलरेडी स्टडीड दैट इन योर बीबीए फर्स्ट ईयर अंडर फाइनेंशियल अकाउंटिंग पार्ट। बैलेंस शीट कंप्राइजेस ऑफ लायबिलिटीज एंड कैपिटल एंड एसेट्स, जो कि मेन फॉर्म है। एक साइड में होता है कैपिटल एंड लायबिलिटीज, दूसरे साइड में होता है एसेट्स। एसेट्स आर ब्रॉडली क्लासिफाइड इनटू टू ब्रॉड कैटेगरीज। Assets are broadly be classified into two categories. First, fixed capital. Second, fixed assets, not capital. Assets are broadly classified into two categories, that is fixed assets and current assets. Fixed assets refers to those assets which are immovable in nature and which gives us long-term benefits. The example of fixed assets may be land, example of fixed assets may be land, building, furniture, long-term investments made by the business, etc. Land, building, furniture, plant and machinery, long-term investment, ये सब example है fixed assets के. Fixed assets means those assets which can be seen, which can be touched, and which can also give us long-term benefits. And also fixed assets refers to those assets which cannot be moved from one place to another place so easily. So these are called fixed assets. But under working capital, as I said repeatedly, we should consider only the current assets. ये क्यों बताया, थोड़ा जानना भी जरूरी है. फिक्स्ड एसेट समझेंगे तभी हमें करंट एसेट क्या है वो डिटेल में हम लोग जान पाएंगे. तो after discussing the meaning of fixed assets of the business, we will move to what is the current assets of the business. Dear students, remember, current assets are those assets which can be converted into cash within a short period of time. Again repeating, current assets refers to those assets which can be easily and readily converted into cash within a short period of time, that is, say, within one accounting year, maximum 8 year, yeah, 1 year. So it means current assets are those assets which can be converted into cash within a short period of time. ये तो हो गया बेसिक मीनिंग. अब थोड़ा जान लेते हैं करंट एसेट के अंदर कौन कौन से आइटम आएंगे. What is the constituents of current assets? करंट एसेट्स के बहुत से आइटम हैं जो मैं यहाँ पे लिख रहा हूँ. फर्स्ट, यू कैन सी फ्रॉम द बोर्ड ऑल्सो, कैश इन हैंड. नंबर 1, कैश इन हैंड. कैश इन हैंड मीन्स द अमाउंट ऑफ कैश दैट इज देयर इन द ट्रेजरी ऑफ द बिजनेस और इन द हैंड्स ऑफ द मैनेजर्स. कैश इन हैंड. Whatever the amount of cash that is there in the treasury of the business is known as cash in hand. सेकंड, कैश एट बैंक. हमारा या बिजनेस का जितना भी पैसा, बिजनेस का, हमारा नहीं, whatever the amount of cash that is there in the bank balance or in the accounts or in the bank account, that is also known as cash at bank and also forms one major part of current assets, that is cash at bank. Whatever the business unit each having the bank balance is known as cash at bank. One thing you should know very clearly that first item is cash in hand. It means the amount of cash that is there in the treasury of the business. Second thing, cash at bank. Earlier or before 5 years, cash in hand is considered as the most liquid form of current asset than as compared to cash at bank. But nowadays, the cash at bank can be considered as the more liquid form of current assets as compared to cash in hand. You will ask me, sir, how? See, if we are having the balance in our bank, then by using the net banking system, by using the online payment apps, that is popularly nowadays we are using Paytm, Google Pay, और very popularly जो कि आजकल चल रहा है फोन पे, तुम लोग भी यूज करते होंगे. So by using various online banking or net banking or online payment apps, we can make sure that the amount of cash that is there in our bank account is more powerful than the cash in hand. This is the first two items of current assets, that is cash in hand and cash at bank. Dear students, in the next class we will discuss more about the constituents or items of current assets from point number 3 onwards. Thank you.